Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Faith and Beauty, and it's me, Naima, here with another video. So today I'm doing a video about how I got a job at MAC. Excuse the sound in the background. I got the fan like blowing on me, so I'm trying to speak really loud. Trying to speak loud enough so you guys can hear me, okay? So yes, I got a job at MAC, and it's like one of the best things that can like ever happen to me, because I really didn't believe in myself, and I know that's not a good thing, but I didn't believe in myself, and I had a lot of encouragement to go and do it, and I actually got it. So before I get started with the story, I just want to say my experience is going to be different from everyone's experience, because I watched so many videos on how to get a job at MAC, and mine's is a bit different. And also I want to add that the MAC that I work at is in an airport, so it's basically travel retail MAC, and it's ran a bit differently than a freestanding MAC store or a MAC counter in a department store. My MAC, when you get a job there, you start off as a full-time freelance artist. As a full-time MAC makeup artist, not a freelance artist. So yeah. So my job, they announced that there was an opening because I was working in the airport part of travel retail already. They announced there was an opening for MAC, and I was like, you know what, let me do it for the second time around. The first time I put in an application and I didn't even get an interview. I didn't even get like acknowledgement that I applied, and that kind of like discouraged me. And I seen a lot of girls at my job get the interview, going for second interviews, but none of them got the position. They end up finding someone within the company and just brought them in to the airport, you know. So I was like, okay, so that's how they work. They don't really give people a chance on the outside. That's how I felt. These is just like my feelings, not actual facts. So I felt discouraged, and that was like a while back, and I definitely had to work on my artistry skills a little more, and but I just wanted to go for it. But I do remember telling myself that, you know, there's a time, everything happens in its own time and for a reason. So that wasn't the right time for me, and it wasn't the right time for them. It's just all in timing, you know. If it's not happening now, then it's not for you. And that's how I feel, you know. That's what I remember thinking about it. So I continued being in my position and working hard, working my butt off, like being so versatile for the company, being so flexible. If they wanted me today at work and they want to change my schedule for tomorrow and for the rest of the month, I would do it. Even though it wasn't easy for me, I would do it anyway. And I just want to be like a really great employee, and just really, and I'm always a friendly type. I'm so laid back. Everyone knows, like, I'm so nice. So I applied the second time around, had a little, you know, oh my God, I hope I get it this time. I hope I get it this time. Oh, please let it be me. So I applied. A long time passed by before I even got like an email saying, hey, we got your application, we'd love to interview you, we'd love to do an interview with you. So I was like, yes. So being in travel retail, things are done a little bit differently, because not every time, like, there are regional managers and stuff, and you have to meet with them, and they have to fly in. So not all the time they're available to fly in for, you know, one interview. Maybe if they had a couple, they'll fly in. So I met with her over the phone, and I did an interview. I made sure I studied, guys. Like, that is the key point, to study. I studied the MAC's model, like all ages, all races, all sexes. Like, you gotta know that. You gotta know what MAC stands for. Makeup artist cosmetics. yeah, makeup artist cosmetics. You gotta know the MAC programs like Viva Glam, Kids Helping Kids, MAC AIDS Fund, Back to MAC, things like that. It's good to know because she definitely asked me about those in the interview. She asked me about how I would make sales, because that's a big thing, you know, because it's not all about your skills or makeup, because I must admit I'm still learning and it's always something to learn, and I haven't really done makeup artistry as far as freelance career, and that's what I'm hoping to head to. So that's something I'm working on. But I had strength in customer service and selling. You got to be a good salesperson because you do have goals to meet, and she let me know that over the phone. So I'm like, yeah, you know, working for the company I work for, that was my position, was a sales promoter. So if a brand hires me, they want their sales to go up. So I'm kind of like, you know, already in that role. So she was impressed with that, you know. She asked a couple of other questions. What makeup, what are some makeup trends? And I was like, highlighting, contouring, strobing, bold lips, matte lips. These are things that people go and look for because these are on trend. You know, you gotta know what someone means. I want a cat eye, you know. You gotta know what someone's talking about. I was nervous on the phone, but I definitely warmed up because she was nice. So remember that whoever's interviewing you, just like relax yourself, tell yourself this is just a conversation, she's a human too. Just be yourself, and they'll be able to tell you being yourself, and you'll warm up. And like I don't know how to describe it. Like after a while I felt like a conversation more than an interview, you know. We were laughing at a couple of things, and she told me about her success story, like basically starting from the bottom, now she's here. Like, yeah, like started from the bottom, now you're here. She said there's a lot of opportunities like that, which got me definitely like, yes, I need opportunities in my life. Even with the manager I'm working with now, like a year and a half in the company, and she's a manager, you know, started from the bottom. And you work your way up, you work your butt off, and that's one thing that I like about MAC. So I don't want to keep rambling, so I had that interview. Then a long time passed, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm telling you, I don't know the time frame, maybe a good month passed, guys. So I first started in January, probably like, now, I started in the end of December, I think. Yeah, the ending of December. And I finally got a call back to do the demo interview. And a lot of things were changing within the company in that little bit of time. So the manager that I met with over the phone, she flew in to do the demo interview with me. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, like, I was scared, like really scared, not scared, nervous. I was so nervous. Like, I didn't know what to expect. A lot of people say they asked for the cat eye and red lips. I was looking at YouTube videos like crazy. It's been a while since I worked on somebody. I work on my family and my friends, but you know, not under straight criticism. And you know, like, I'm not the professional that I see everyone else. Like, you just gotta believe in yourself, which I kind of didn't at the time. But I went in there, I wore my all black, I looked cute. What else? We had to find a model. They were gonna pull a passenger, but one of my co-workers volunteered, and I was so happy when she volunteered though, guys. But everyone's experience is gonna be different, like I said. So I'm gonna tell you about the demo interview. She asked for, my interviewer asked for a natural look. She gave my model a scenario. So my model was a lawyer who doesn't have much time to get ready. She only has 25 minutes in the store to get this sale going and this demo going, because your demo interview is a sale. Like when you work in MAC and you're doing someone's face, you're trying to sell those products that you're putting on their face. So remember that, guys. I haven't seen a video really tell me that, so I'm gonna tell you. It's a sale transaction also. So you're trying to sell what you're putting on her face. So they told me a natural look with no browns. And you know, sometimes you just automatically go for brown when you hear natural, but I went for peach. I wanted to do a glowy look for her because it would have been natural, and her complexion, peach would have made her glow, pop, and she would have loved it. So I put on foundation. They told me how to sanitize, and if you had any questions about sanitizing, just ask, because I'd rather you ask than go put something dirty that you didn't sanitize properly on someone's face. So then, like the sanitizing technique, they'll tell you how to do. So I did her foundation. I grabbed skincare. Grab a skincare because MAC is big on selling skincare. I didn't know that, but I did it, and I found out later on that was impressive. So when you do a consultation on your client's skin, are they dry? She said she was dry, so I pulled a moisturizing cream. I didn't know what every MAC product was good for, like their benefits, so I just picked the moisturizer. I applied it to her face. Then I put her foundation on. I didn't know which exact foundation would be good for her, but I just went and picked up any foundation that was her shade. I put it on her. I explained that, oh, this foundation is a nice natural foundation. It's good at covering, and it's good at looking like skin. And this brush that I'm using, I think you should get this to buff it into your face. Like, I can't remember the exact words, but the brush belt that I had like a nice dense brush, and I was like, this brush has multiple uses. You can buff it, or you can use it with a powder, and that's the plus side of buying one brush. We have multiple uses, and you still got to sell while speaking to the customer about, so how's it being a lawyer, or stuff like that, you know. Speak about life and speak about selling. Multitask. So I was speaking about that. Then I went on to her eyes. I put a nice peach shimmery color, just one eyeshadow, but I picked a palette. Maybe I shouldn't have picked the palette, but yeah, going back at it, I would have picked a single eyeshadow because you are trying to sell, and maybe a palette is a little too overwhelming. But especially if I only use one color out the palette for a natural look for someone who's not really going to use makeup. So I picked the palette, and I put the peach shade on her eyes, and I also put peach twist blush on her cheeks. I showed her how to do a quick brow touch-up, and I put a lipstick and a gloss on. Usually, you know, when you're selling lips, you want to sell more than one product on the lips. So a liner and a lipstick, or a lipstick and a gloss, you know. And at the time I didn't know these things, but I just did it. Then I put some Fix Plus spray to finish it off. And I explained the benefits of everything I use, why I think it would be perfect for her. This is a nice trick. Let me show you this. Let me show you that. Make sure she's holding the mirror so you can teach her how to do it a little bit. And I did it within a nice amount of time. Then after I did the demo, she said, okay, take a look at the makeup. Is there anything you see or anything you would change? And I looked, and I was like, no, it looked fine. Which I don't think that's a good thing to say, but and I was like, I'm pretty confident in this. And she was like, now back up. And I backed up, and she said, now look, I think you did asymmetrical eyeshadow. One is going higher than the other, so when you back up, you'd be able to see the whole face. And I said, yeah, you know, maybe I favored one side of the face a little more than the other. And I said, I see that I pulled this a little above the crease. So yeah, she said, okay, I'm gonna give you time to fix it. and I fix it. If this is above the crease, bring the next one above the crease. Simple. Oh, I also highlighted under the brow. I don't know why, I just did. I'm getting a little dry. I've been talking for 20 minutes. So, she showed me that. She said, fix it. I fixed it. She said, now, is there anything you would change? I said, maybe I could have went for a different lip, but this lip still works with this look. I'm happy with it. She said, explain why you use the products that you used, and I explained. I said she told me she was dry, so I used this moisturizer. She doesn't like browns, so I definitely went for a neutral peach look with some shimmer to give her eyelids a pop. And then I went with the blush Peach Twist to go on with the same theme, which will definitely make her glowy. Like I explained why I did, what I chose, you know. I didn't do any eyeliner. I mean, for natural look, you're not really going to be doing cat eyes or eyeliner, you know. So yeah, that just goes to show that during your demo, you want to sell, and you got to make somebody feel like they loved it so much that they got to pick it up, you know. So after my demo, I'm like, cross my fingers, cross my fingers, cross my fingers, please let me get it. So I knew the MAC girls already, and I spoke to them. I was like, did y'all hear anything? How did y'all think I did? What did she say? I don't know, because I was just like in the zone, like, oh my goodness. But long story short, I was offered the MAC position. So be you, guys. It's not always about being this and so better than everybody, and my skills are better than yours, and I deserve this job. You know, be humble. So working with the girls now, I'm so humble, like, and I'm still learning. So if I'm unsure about anything, I will say, can you come over here if it's not busy, you know. And I'm like, in your opinion, what do you feel about this foundation that I use? Do you think it's the right pick? You know, I'm still learning, and I would definitely ask someone who's been here for years for their advice and their showing and their teaching, just to get to that point. You know, everyone has a first day at MAC, and everyone didn't start out knowing everything. So I'm still training. It's been 2 weeks so far, and I'm saying I'm so happy. People see that I'm so much happier working there. This is wrinkled. So much happier working there, guys. And if you have any questions or anything, just let me know in the comments, and hopefully I can answer them for you. But this is my experience, and I just want to let you guys know how I did it. And I will have MAC hauls, MAC reviews, makeup tutorials coming up soon. And I thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's pretty long, so I'm going to end it here. Bye.